You're watching News Channel 11 in your corner at 6.
Good evening and thank you for trusting News Channel 11 tonight. I'm Curtis McLeod. We are coming on the air with a request from authorities in Bluff City this evening. Police are asking everyone watching our broadcast to be on the lookout for this man involved in what they believe was a possible armed robbery. Police say this suspect walked into the United store off Bluff City Highway and waved around what appeared to be a handgun. Officers also say the suspect forced a store clerk to the ground, opened the cash register and stole all the money inside. The robbery happened last night around 10 p.m. If you have any information on the suspect, please call the number you see there on your screen. News from our neighbors in North Carolina tonight. The Avery County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing man in need of medication. Here's a picture of Sean Kress. Kress has a medical condition that causes him to have seizures. He's around 6 feet tall, weighs 190 pounds, has brown hair and blue eyes. Kress was last seen at his residence on Little Buck Hill Road. He was wearing a Baxter's Blue employee shirt and blue pants. Upon investigation, police found Kress is without his medication, his wallet and cell phone, but he may have a firearm. If you have any information about Kress's whereabouts, you're asked to call police at the number you see there on your screen. It's been nearly 2 months now and still no sign of another missing North Carolina man. Boone police began looking for Martin Roberts on April 21st. He was last seen near the Appalachian State University campus. They say he left a letter in his room saying he wanted to get away from everything, but there was no indication that he wanted to harm himself. Police say they have since looked everywhere. They believe he may have gone. We are told that family members have even searched Ocean Isle Beach because he loves to go there. Now, if you've seen Martin and you have any information that can be helpful to police, you're asked to call the Boone Police Department. We've got the number there on your screen. A Tri-Cities woman with family in West Virginia says she's doing everything she can to collect donations for victims of the deadly flood, including one of her own relatives. Courtney Kendrick of Kingsport says her 15-year-old cousin died in Thursday night's severe flood in Greenbrier County, West Virginia. Now, those floodwaters destroyed most of the family's property and personal belongings. Courtney says while they are devastated, they aren't giving up hope, and now they are doing their part to help others affected by the floods. Looking for non-perishable items like clothes and toiletries. Items can be dropped off outside of Bent and Dent Salvage Shop in Blountville. The family says they plan to take as many items as possible to Greenbrier County on Monday. This evening, several firefighters from Bristol are in West Virginia lending a helping hand to people there. The Bristol Virginia Fire Department says 8 of its firefighters left for West Virginia Thursday night. Since then, they've rescued several people and pets. Crews tell us they've been working nonstop trying to get people to safety. The fire chief says they were sent to West Virginia because they have the necessary gear to help perform rescues in high waters. A little bit closer to home, not a chance of rain in the sky, it looks like right now, and that was the case at least earlier today. It's pretty hot outside. Now let's head on over to Callie Durham. She's standing by for a look at today's forecast. Hi, Callie.
Good evening, Curtis. We have been seeing those hot and humid conditions as you mentioned, and the bad news is those humid conditions going to linger into tomorrow as well, but I think I have some good news as well. A relief is on the way. Let's take a look at radar right now. You can see not too much going on in our neck of the woods, not seeing too much in terms of precipitation, small amounts of chance of precipitation overnight tonight as we head into tomorrow. And you can see that front to the west of us looking at more chances for rainfall as we head into your Sunday. There's a live look from our General Shell Skycam as we look at downtown Bristol. Beautiful day, 89 the current temperature, calm winds overall. Very, very warm temperatures still lingering around, and tomorrow warm temperatures in the forecast once again. I'll let you know when that relief is on the way and how much rainfall we could see. That's coming up in my full forecast. Curtis.
All right, thank you so much, Callie. As the community here in the Tri-Cities continues to mourn the loss of a teenager, one local restaurant is working to do their part to help the family during their time of need. Wayne Ayers with Old Barn Restaurant in Johnson City said that today 25% of their sales will go toward helping the family of 18-year-old Ashley Pageant. Now, Pageant was a recent Unicoi County High School graduate who died earlier this month from injuries she received in a crash. Ayers said Ashley has family members who worked at Old Barn and said the past few weeks have been difficult for everyone.
She is very athletic and she's just a great person, and it's just it's really what struck home to everyone. It's something we need to do, and they're good people, and they need help, I'm sure.
Now, just last night, community members gathered in Unicoi County at the softball field in Ashley's honor for a candlelight ceremony. The crash Ashley was involved in is still under investigation. Funeral arrangements have been made for bluegrass legend Ralph Stanley. Family members say the musician will be laid to rest Tuesday at the Hills of Home Park. That's in McClure, Virginia. A service for friends and family will be held at 5 in the evening. The family is asking people to send donations to the Shriners Hospitals for Children or St. Jude's instead of flowers. Stanley was 89 years old and a member of the Grand Ole Opry and the Bluegrass Hall of Fame. The race for Tennessee's 4th District Senate seat is heating up in Carter County. Hopeful Neil Kearney held a rally today at the Tennessee National Guard Armory in Elizabethton as he works to gather more support in that part of the district. His attitude is that he has to carry the Stony Creek region of Carter County in order to win the election. The rally included live music and food. This is all leading up to the primary in August and the general election in December. Relay for Life in Washington County and Johnson City kicked off today at Wing Deer Park as locals gathered to walk to end cancer. Upwards of 300 people came out to support the American Cancer Society for a cause that many know all too well, cancer. Relay is a chance to celebrate the lives of those lost to the disease and celebrate those still fighting and those in remission. Organizers say that the 6 o'clock lantern lighting is a special moment in the day as people stop to reflect on those affected by cancer. Now, there is still time to support Relay for Life. The event ends at 11 o'clock tonight. Our own Nate Morabito is serving as MC of tonight's event. Now, while Christmas may still be months away, folks in Johnson City were busy this morning raising money for this year's Shop with a Cop. 100% of the proceeds from today's yard sale at Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church will go toward Johnson City Police Department's Shop with a Cop event, a community-funded event where dozens of local children are able to eat dinner and go shopping on a shopping spree with officers. But organizers like Amber Keller say they are also helping children in need right now.
At the end of our yard sale today, several charities in our area receive our leftovers. So not only are we helping the kids at Christmas time, but we're helping kids now because some of the community charities come in and get stuff that they need for today.
Now, the event wrapped up just a few hours ago, and organizers say they were able to raise $4,400 for this cause. 1 week after Dollywood's newest coaster was shut down, it's still closed this evening. The ride was shut down after a manufacturer issued a recall on a mechanical part. The park officials say the part will be installed as soon as it arrives. The ride will then need to go through a few test runs before reopening to the public. For updates on the status of the lightning rod, please visit Dollywood's website, dollywood.com. Tomorrow marks the 1-year anniversary of same-sex legislation in the U.S., another milestone for the LGBT community. President Obama has designated the country's first national monument to LGBT rights. The president announced Friday the new Stonewall National Monument will be the area around the Stonewall Inn in New York City. A police raid on the Stonewall Inn in 1969 made history when patrons fought back. It was the start of a week-long protest and the modern LGBT movement. The Stonewall National Monument will be added to America's national park system. In honor of the Supreme Court's decision 1 year ago, Nashville is holding its annual Pride Festival. Now, you're looking at video from last year's event. The festival celebrates the volunteer state's LGBT community, but after the recent shootings in Orlando, security at this year's event is more of a concern. In response, Nashville police say extra officers will be present at this year's event. While the weather is great today, tomorrow our region may face some thunderstorms. Callie standing by. Callie, what can we expect coming up in your forecast?
Wet weather is definitely on the way, Curtis, and yes, we could see some potential thunderstorms. I'll let you know when those are expected to hit us here in the Tri-Cities and just how long they'll be sticking around. That's right after the break. Stay with us.